I will. I'm dying for you. In the quiet of the night, piano keys whispering low. Let the rhythm take us slow. High, this life is sweet now. From the streets to the sweet now. For la, in the groove we stay. Stand where I don't go away. Let the piano play. We never fade away. Soft and deep, we just vibe, no need to speak. Fall forever.
It's a Saturday, it's a Saturday, it's a Saturday. It's not just a regular Saturday, it's a good Saturday. Hit the like button.
Yo, it's the football power hour. But
let's party for a second.
Styles got the fire.
You seeing what's been going on in the Premier League lately?
From the land of diamonds shining brighter, Man United love.
Oh my God.
Kicking all the vibes, this game day thrill. What's when I pride, yeah, the passion's real. Rivals lurking, they wanna steal. But Red Devils got that iron will. The 88 boys, they talk too loud. Enfield Towns drowning in the crowd. But here we stand so bold, so proud, feel. Football fever, hearts unbound. Football power hour, feel the flame. Botswana Papi calling the game. Man United's glory in the fray. Rivals try but ain't the same. Football power hour, rise and play. I'm a piano beats, make the crowd sway. From Gaborone to Old Trafford's way. Papi styles leading, come what may. The whistle blows, the world unites. Botswana heart, football ignites. From Africa's roots to Europe's nights. Power hour shining bright lights. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. Oh la 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la.
Guys,
La 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 la. La 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 la.
it's time to celebrate. It's time to celebrate. First of all, it's a Saturday. Second of all, you know what? All of a sudden, that draw doesn't feel so bad. You know what I'm saying? Still feels bad, but it feels less bad. So that is precisely where I'm at. Big up to you for joining. This is the Bournemouth versus Manchester United match review. We're going to talk about that game, review the players' performances and give them a performance grade. So my name is Botswana Papi. This is the Football Power Hour, and I appreciate you one more time for hitting the like button. If you haven't hit the notification bell, this is the moment to do so. Yeah. So first of all, I wanted to start the show by saying big shout out to you, anybody that's tuned in. I see you in the chat. I see SLD. Apologies for being like 3 minutes late, SLD. My apologies. I was too busy enjoying seeing the replay of how Beto, and Ndiaye. Oh my God, what a goal by Ndiaye. Oh. Young puppy, big up. Let's take a second. I know we're going to talk about Manchester United, but can we take a moment to just recap exactly what has happened this weekend? Match day 31 of the Premier League. Yesterday, Friday, Bournemouth drawing 2-2 with Manchester United after a red card was given to Harry Maguire. We will talk about that game. But today, if you have it gives me great joy to announce today's results. Today's Premier League results are as follows. Brighton 2, Liverpool Football Club 2. Yo! Yeah. Where's my air horn? Another game that happened today was between Fulham and Burnley. I was not gonna say that one. I was not gonna say it yet. Fulham and Burnley played today, and there was another red card that was brandished for Laurent at the end of the game, but Fulham won the game 3-1 at the Craven Cottage, right? So congratulations to Fulham. Another game that should have been played today was Man City Crystal Palace, but it was postponed because we know Man City will be playing tomorrow in the final. Leeds United is currently playing Brentford. The game just kicked off. So the last fixture is Everton at Hill Dickinson Stadiums. They dig down Chelsea Football Club. Yay! Ladies and gentlemen.
It is what it is. It is what it is.
If you have a friend that supports Chelsea, check on them. If you have a friend that supports Liverpool, tell them, man, I hope you say, hey, listen, I saw the game and I hope you brighten up. That's how you should say it. Like Danny Welbeck special, guys, Agent Welbeck was working today. So hit the like button for Danny Welbeck. Yeah. Danny Welbeck doing the Lord's work. He showed today. He showed the Scousers, why he'll always be a Red. So yeah, so that really puts things into perspective and kind of makes that draw versus Bournemouth on Friday a little a little better. You know what I'm saying? Oh, 2-1. Did I say 2-2? My bad. Yo, hit the like button if you're just joining in. Thank you. There's 20 people here. You know what? I appreciate you. Young Poppy's taking the money from them rent boys. Which tears taste sweeter, Young Poppy? Chelsea tears or Liverpool tears today? That's what I want to know before we really get into this Bournemouth Manchester United conversation. Which tears? SLD says both tears. I rate that. Should we poll it up? Let's do a quick 5-minute poll, even if it's 10 people that vote. You know what? I want to know which how do we put this? Because this poll, we want everybody to participate, right? Okay. I know exactly how to phrase it. Which result pleased you the most? Right? It's not biased. It's just a fair poll that is trying to find out how the community feels about the fixtures today. You know what I'm saying? Okay, boom. Which results political poll? It's not. It's the most like fair, like no agenda in it. Which results pleased you the most today? Chelsea loss or Liverpool loss? He says throw in Spurs, top it up with Spurs tears. Wait. But Spurs tears, have they played today? Wait. Oh, just because like they've been crying all week. Yeah. Wait, do they play tomorrow? Tomorrow they play Forest. We will check the temperature tomorrow after we are drinking on some tears tomorrow. Hopefully, maybe Aston Villa. You know, if Aston Villa can lose to West Ham, oh Lord, have mercy. Yo, Unai Emery is gonna be singing "It's a Hard Knock Life" for us, for real. Like, and you know what that means for us, Manchester United fans? You know what that means for us? Bruh. Jubilation. Not just jubilation, but we will be saying, you know what?
I can't believe today was a good day.
No, that's not the one that I wanted. My apologies. I am messing up the sounds today. Where's the one that I wanted? Whatever, I can't find it. This one.
I used to pray for times like this.
I used to pray for times like this. If West Ham can do us a solid tomorrow, man, it'll be the weirdest clear out for us, you know. But I'd appreciate it. That's my one desire that I just want to mention before we talk about this game. Okay, big up to you, by the way. If you're just tuning in, thank you for being here. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about the fact that yesterday we released some steam. We cussed at the referee, Stuart Atwell. I hope he stayed indoors today. I hope he stays indoors all week. I hope he's investigated. I hope his criminal activities are exposed. And matter of fact, it's just going to be a matter of time. Like I said yesterday, give it, I say Thursday, we would have heard from the PGMLOL, because they're a mockery of an organization. They're going to apologize. This is my thing. This is my feeling about it. You know, Howard Webb has already apologized. Really? Well. If what we deserve better is saying is true, ladies and gentlemen.
My disappointment is immeasurable.
Do they think like they just have the perpetual apology check? They're like, the apology credit card got no limit. Don't worry. Keep Stewart in the job. We don't need to send him for training. We don't need, I don't want to also start getting vexed again. Today is a new day, supposed to have a little bit more of a happier, like considering all the results that happened today. We're supposed to kind of just assess that game with less emotion and a little bit more logic. And that's the zone that I'm trying to stay in. And I'm not going to let Stuart Atwell take my joy away from me. So here we go. I am going to go ahead and share the link in a moment. But before I do that, I wanted to just quickly hear what tone Carrick was in, So shall we take a quick little look at the post-match presser before we go too far with the player ratings. Okay. Boom. All right, so here we go. Michael Carrick, post-match presser. This is what he had to say. It's a quick little 5 minutes, so this is perfect. Big up yourself if you're just joining in. Kind reminder to hit the like button if you haven't done so yet, and participate in the poll. Let's find out which tiers today did you enjoy the most. Was it the Chelsea tiers? Was it the Liverpool tiers? What's that on his suit? What logo is that? Does anybody know? Please let me know.
Start with Andy.
Michael.
Yeah, what emblem is that? Can I zoom in? Can I not zoom in? Hold on, let's try and zoom in. There we go. Anybody that know what this is, please. Educate a brother.
Start with Andy.
Michael. The game seemed to turn on possible penalty for Ahmad and then Bournemouth getting a penalty. What was your view of that? What was your assessment? Should it have been a penalty?
My first one is he's definitely got one of them wrong because he's give one penalty for us for the same thing that he's not give one. There's a 2-on grab. So Mateus one he gives, the second one on Ahmad he doesn't, which is I think it's almost identical really. If you 2 hands on someone in the box and they go over and they're in control of the ball, for me it's 2 penalties, but be interesting to see which one he acknowledges wrong, whether the one that we got or the one that we didn't get.
Thank you.
And it's a huge moment, and you don't give it, they go down the other end and score, and then it becomes all of a sudden, it needs to be a bigger penalty to overturn just because they scored, when actually it's a penalty and it should be a penalty if you've already give one. So, a bit baffling, really, to make sense of that. And because they scored, then the game flips a little bit and changes. And then I thought we defended with the 10 men after all that very well, and the boys coming off the bench and finishing the game really strong. So that was a big positive for us to take the point in the end, because we've seen them win late here, and so we take that. But the penalty one's just is astonishing, I have to say. One of them must be wrong.
Thank you.
Mark.
More than astonishing. Yo. Oh, that was the old Man United. Wait, that's my... I should sit in myself. How come I didn't recognize it? Shit.
My disappointment is immeasurable. And my day is ruined.
I'm disappointed in myself. But what was the word that astonishing is the word that Carrick used. And honestly, like I still can't believe the inconsistency in it. It's almost like, understanding. I don't even know, because it's just so subjective now that Lord knows what's a penalty and what's not a penalty anymore. So I really, 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 really want to just like say we can't accept this as the norm. And I'm thinking about next season, and also what the significance of these like decisions mean for us when every point is so important, especially at this moment in the season. Of course, every point in just the Premier League campaign is important, but when you're looking at what the significance of every point is, it like Stuart Atwell's decisions, difference between 100+ mil and getting that and not getting that. The revenue that you get from Europa League is nowhere near the same as Champions League. And I bet you can say the same for Conference League. So, it's the significance, the importance of these moments cannot be understated. And when your manager comes out and tells you, yeah, it's really astonishing, and send Stuart 2 to 3 years I guess that's a way to deal with it. You know what I mean? How the hell are there 18 votes and only 8 likes? Well, people that have voted and haven't hit the like button.
My disappointment is immeasurable, and my day is ruined.
2 wins from 8 now in the Premier League away from home. You've had such a huge impact at Old Trafford. How have you not been able to translate that on the road, do you think?
This league's tough to win games. We've won a lot of games recently, so I think the amount of points we've accumulated in some of the performances and the results that we've had, I think, is a big positive. Home and away, it's a tough league, and it happens. You see how games can unfold quite quickly, but I thought we managed it in the end pretty well.
Someone, you ask them.
Did we manage it in the end pretty well? I guess meaning after we had lost a player. I think that's what he's referring to.
Referee for an explanation.
I haven't spoke to him now.
Have you seen what the Premier League match sentences have said? Does that?
No, I haven't. Literally, I've not seen anything. So I don't know.
Spoken to who? Why is the sound so bad?
For an explanation.
I haven't spoke to him now.
Have you seen what the Premier League match sentences have said? Does that?
No, I haven't. Literally, I've not seen.
I don't know. Does anybody know who they're talking about? The referee, probably. That's my
Anything. So I don't know.
Is there something further along down the line that you want a bit more clarity on?
It's kind of once it's done, it's done. I think you can have all the conversations in the world about could it have been this, could it have been that. I just think surely that's for VAR. If they've already just given everyone and agreed that was a penalty, surely the next one should be a straightforward one, isn't it?
Don't be too nice, Michael. Ask for a quick chat. Ask him, Stuart, let's meet in the car park. I just have a question or two. Not in a threatening manner, but just say it that way, and Stuart will know what's up. Michael looks like he's too nice to say that. Mourinho is the one who has said, what did he say? It was Michael is so calm. It's like if guys, it took our money, we were like, you know what? Maybe they needed the money, Nah, Michael, you gotta stand up and be a little bit less calm. Just show them that you have a little bit of a side that's, that question that they asked you in the preview, do you get angry, Michael? Show him a little something. Stewart. What is the other one? Craig Pawson. Was it Craig Pawson in the VAR room? Whoever that guy is, we need the audio out for when the Ahmad moment happened. That's what I want to know. What they said. I don't want to know apology. I just want the tapes to be released. This is one of those moments where we could have benefited from like referees explaining their decisions, those ones with the microphone.
Say one of them's got to be right, or the wrong, or whatever. Do you know what I mean? But it's after it's no point. Whatever comes, whether they apologise or don't, it's done now. So, but listen, we finished in the positive of taking a point. I think we can take a lot from that.
Hi, Michael. How's Harry? He looked furious at the decision and seemed to give the fourth official a bit of a...
Disappointing on aggression part, Mike. I get it. Like, sometimes managers underestimate the power that they can have. Do you guys remember when Klopp said what he said in a presser about Man United getting cheap penalties, and it took 35 games to get the next penalty? Okay, it wasn't 35, but it was like, a lot, double-digit games. And Michael, right now, this type of attitude is the one that's like, I don't know. I can't. I got my reservations. But it's just a press conference reaction. That's all that I'm responding to before I start being called out for being Michael Carrick out or anything like that. I'm just yeah. I've said what I said.
Verbal volley on the way off. What's he been like in the dressing room, or what's his view of what happened?
Yeah, I've not really spoke to Harry, to be honest. I think, and I've not seen the actual instance back. But listen, if he's gone past him,
no, this gotta stop. Now I can't say how I feel about Michael Carrick. Is this what this is coming to? Nah. Please wrap up. SLD, chill.
And I've not seen the actual instance back. But listen, if he's gone past him and he's clean one on goal, and he's put an arm on him, then he's give a penalty for that. If he's put an arm on him on Ahmad and he doesn't give a penalty for that, again, it's that's what's happened when it's all in the same game, really. And there's so many eyes on it, and you can intervene. And we didn't get two of them who went against us. So it is what it is. I thought we coped with that really well.
It is what it is. This is not the second time I hear Michael Carrick say the phrase. It is what it is. It is what it is.
Well, as I've said, so I think I'd rather take the positives from it tonight than that.
Okay. All right. I what I like about the ending of that is the optimist outlook that he's choosing. That I can get jiggy with. And I'm not saying that. I'm being sincere.
Obviously, big news today about Kobe Manu and a new contract potentially for Harry Maguire. How significant could that be for the club? And obviously, Kobe being 20, Harry being really experienced. How pleasing would that be for you?
Yeah, obviously, listen, his contract negotiations with all players it's ongoing. So it's you obviously hope whatever that is that it gets done in the right way. So we'll see. But they've both been they've both done great, and being back in the England squad is what they deserve.
And it's close. Both contracts quite close to being.
I'm not getting involved on how close is what and how far away it is, but I think they've both done great, and I'm glad to see them back in the England squad.
One last thing, Mr. Carrick.
Alas, Michael, just say that about to sign. It's okay, man.
More than 20 days between this today and you next England's Leeds.
Hey, 20?
Mr. Carrick. More than 20 days between this today and you next England's Leeds.
Oh, I thought it was 23 days, but okay. 20 days, we'll take that. So I guess now it's 19 since this presser was yesterday.
What do you intend to do with the group that doesn't necessarily go off the international games and still be in camp?
There's not many left, to be honest. We got Mason, we got Josh, we got Tyrell, we got Luke. So most of the other lads are off. So and because it feels a long time because it's international. Because with the international, it's only one weekend, you know. So and the fact that by the time normally the boys rush back from internationals, it gives them a chance to not have to rush back as much. So it feels long when you say days wise, but the fact the boys will be training and a lot of them will be playing 2 games anyway. It's we'll make the most of it, you know. And when we go get back together, we'll get ready for Leeds.
I like that.
Cheers, guys.
He said it's just one weekend, you know. He says it feels long when you put it that way, but it's really just one weekend. So thank you, Michael, for that reinterpretation of it. Because one thing I can tell you for sure is, like, honestly speaking, I like his humility. That's something that I relate to, that I admire. His calmness is most of the time it's an asset, but sometimes it can become a little bit of a liability, just like in these moments. That's really what I want to point out. But you know, he said all the things. He said he's astonished. He said that there isn't consistency, which is what we as fans are also saying. So really, for him to be this level-headed after a game that was so unjust and so inconsistent and so that felt like it was 3 points were in the bag for us. You know, that's the part that's frustrating about this. For 1 hour, it was 0-0. 60th minute, we get a penalty. Cunha in January dribbling through 2 players. You know what? Bruno converts. We're in control. 60th minute to 70th minute. Even though they scored, we still were in control because we scored. We responded. And after that response, there was something that just creeped into the squad that was just this lethargic kind of like almost like I don't know if we're tired still. I don't know. But Bournemouth were not just sitting back and letting us dictate the game. They were also trying their best to nick something from the game. So the tide started switching or flipping to Bournemouth's sides after 70th minute. And, you know, as much as I say, like, it was more or less even Stevens for the first hour, like, the chances that we're creating, I was not particularly impressed by, except for maybe that Ahmad chance. But he should have buried it. There should have been so many other moments where we could have converted and that game would have been 3-1. But also Bournemouth could say the same thing. Matter of fact, Bournemouth hit the post, and that was a lottery winning kind of luck. The way that ball hit the crossbar, hit the post, hit Le Mans, and then goes out. What? That's some luck. Believe it or not, that's luck. And Bournemouth could have also said, we drew the game, but we also could have had another goal. So all in all, it's a game away from home. Well, now I'm doing this with the luxury of knowing how other teams also are not necessarily having an easy match day either. So I think it's a little bit I feel like we're a little bit more like fortunate to lean towards more of a logical interpretation of the game and performances today after seeing how everybody else did as well. So big up yourself. I encourage you to participate in this grading that we're about to get into. Luman in the house says, Puppy, I can vote as I prefer both. I just want to know one. Realistic grade. I do have a green screen, but I haven't set it up yet. I'm such a 007 agent. I do. I will set it up. That's one of my plans. 22 days from today is when we actually play. Okay. Thank you, Luman, for that clarification. I appreciate you. The point hurts less because of the other teams. 100%. That's exactly how I'm feeling right now. And, you know, look at the team that we're playing. Look at the form that they were in or that they're currently in. I think we did all right. But the frustration is still there. It's a mild little frustration. Either way, we're about to definitely change things up. Look at how, oh boy, look at how things looked last game. And we're definitely going to have a different grading table at the end of this. So here we go. So Bruno was in another stratosphere of his own last game. Look at that, you know. But I don't know. I'm curious how we're gonna, what grade we're gonna give Bruno and all these other guys. Okay, starting with, shall we start with Casemiro? Matter of fact, I saw San Lamons and I was like, you are actually you. I'm gonna leave you right there. I'm gonna leave you right there and start with San Lamons. What grade does San Lamons get? A, B, C, D, or F? In your opinion, I want to know what grade San Lamons' performance merits. Let's be real. He did have some very good stops, some very good saves. Ryan, he stopped Ryan's shot. I remember Ryan had a very good shot on target that, you know, had it been, you know who, we'll be talking a different story, different scoreline. He also, what else? The goal that he conceded. Ooh, was he at fault for any of the goals that we conceded, in your opinion? What do you make of Lamons? I think his best moment was that Ryan save in the first half. Christie's goal, there was nothing that he could do. Yeah, and the penalty's a toss-up. So Lamons, I'm going to give him a C. Oh my God, we deserve better. Went with a B, B+. Young Papi says C. He went down too slow. Okay, yeah, okay. We deserve better says B-. I'm going C. I'm going C. I feel like it's a very, very high C for San Lamons. Yeah, because he didn't like have a howler, didn't necessarily like put a foot wrong, but it's just, you know, the way the way this team played, man. They were just like so energetic, and that Christie goal, like they scored it because we were sort of switched off, you know. And I'm pretty sure had that penalty, I mean, had that goal, Christie's goal, never gone in, we would have been given a penalty. That's precisely what the reason why we didn't get a penalty for the Ahmad moment is because Christie scored. And that sucks. Okay, moving on to who should we go to next? Should we go to Ahmad? I don't want to get pissed off yet. Let's start. We're still in a good mood. Dalo, oh God. Okay, let's too many criminals. Oh, okay, all right. Let's go. Lenny Euro, definitely partially at fault as well. You know, like the way him and Maguire, I really feel like they also were they were too slow. Both of them, they were too slow to recognize the danger. You know, other than that moment when they conceded that, Lenny Euro was all right. So that's why I'm gonna put him in the low B category. And Harry Maguire, I don't know what to make of his performance because, you know, his decision making has to be spoken about. I understand. We should have been given a penalty. There's inconsistencies in refereeing, but fam, if Evan Nilsson is gone, we gotta look at you and say, why is Evan Nilsson gone? Why you gotta put your hands on Evan Nilsson? He's an average striker that can't even get into the Brazilian national team when they have guys like Richarlison and man, you know how the Brazilian center forwards are struggling, you know. But Maguire, Lord Himothy, you're usually good, but for me, that was atrocious decision making, and I'm not trying to single you out, but it's somewhere there for me. It's D or F. E for exit. Tammy says Maguire has gone back to default settings. Hold on. Hold on. Hit the like button, by the way, if you haven't hit it yet. I just need to answer this phone call real quick. Just give me a moment. Oh, we're good. We're good. There's no emergency. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. Thank you. Thank you for your patience. Here we go. All right. We gave Maguire a D. Pause. Let's go to. We might as well. There's no beating about the bush. How come I already have Ahmad on F? My deep Ahmad is on F, you know, but it's not an F. He definitely should have found the back of the net. In one of them chances, he definitely should have scored. One of the chances that he had, he definitely should have scored. Ahmad, yeah, I don't know. Something has to be done about my star boy because he's not really shining right now. I'm gonna put him in a D position because I feel like F is just spiteful because he needs to have GA. He needs to contribute. I acknowledge that, but at the same time, D doesn't mean you passed. You know what I mean? I don't know. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think. Because he tried to staying like, you know, there's the other thing the question that I asked Young Puppy during the Good, Bad, and Ugly. Like, I feel like he's somebody who's, for his body build, he's strong and he should be, and he shows his strength defensively. But when he's on the ball, sometimes, Ahmad, you shouldn't just go for the easy, you know, easy option out. You've got that low center of gravity that the Argentinian guy also that they you know the point that I'm trying to make. Use your center of gravity. Use that low center of gravity when you're on the ball. So yeah, it's a D. It's a D. Let's go to Dallo. D for Diogo Dallo. D. Was there anything good from Dallo? He sent the ball to Mars. Apparently, that ball is still in the air. Young Papi says, can you watch a comp of Ahmad going down on the pitch? That's a very, very, very good question. I wonder if it's there. But yeah, this is something that needs to, a point that needs to be investigated further, by the way, on Ahmad. But Dallo was horrendous, says Tommy. D for diabolical Dallo, says H. Don. Yeah, one is gravitational pull, the other one is lunar settings. Dallo is definitely lunar. Jeez. Oh boy, yeah, no, I just can't believe how we're going through the season with Dallo. He needs to be. I think deep down he knows it, right? Do you think if you're Dallo, you look at yourself in the mirror and say, yeah, I deserve to be a Man United player with the number of sloppy passes that he made? You know? He like, one thing for sure, attacking positions, he finds himself in them. But please, Diogo Dallo, stop thinking you're Hakimi blood. You are not. Calm down. Look at where the goals are. Take the shot. Maybe Dallo is the type of guy who benefit from having the speakers with the ambiance. And you know what Mikel was trying to do over there? By recreating the Anfield ambience for his players, Dallo might need that. Because I bet you $100 he can definitely bag the goals in training. He probably scores worldies in training. But then when it's time to actually do it, adrenaline, stage fright, muscle pull, everything. He kicks the ball like he's an amateur. Like, oh no. No. That's literally like the song that plays in my head every time Dallo shoots. And boy, oh boy, he's been finding, like from the Eric Ten Hag days. He fired Eric Ten Hag. He saw an open goal. He said, no, I'm going to drill that ball to the ground and it's going to bounce and then go off target. And he fired Ruben. And now he's looking for the next manager to fire. So please, this guy is part of the reason why we run through managers. He needs to go. We need, matter of fact, our whole fullback situation needs a rejudging, because we need fullbacks that can go forward as well as defend. Is that difficult to find? My God, look at this guy. Poses well. Should be on a calendar somewhere. Burger King Man of the Year, Luke Shaw. This guy, what grade do you think Luke Shaw should get? As we move on to Luke Shaw, We Deserve Better gave Dallo an E. H. John gave Dallo a D. Tammy gave Dallo an F. F. Come on now. All right. It's your opinion. I'm not gonna like, crucify you for it. But D for diabolical was nice. What grade should Luke Shaw get? A D. as well, says Young Papi. E for exit, says we deserve better, has had enough. It's like create an E category for these imbeciles. That was not bad. Hit the like button for that one. Come on now. That's not one of my decent works for the day. So okay. I think that's all that we're gonna say about the fullbacks, right? And we've done the defensive line. And now let's move on to Kobe Boateng Maino. What grade should Kobe get? Kobe with the earring. I'm still getting used to this picture. But in your opinion, what grade should Kobe get? Please put it in the chat as I read out the grades for Luke Shaw. Dallo and Shaw combined 20 years at United. What the fuck? I know, Stephanie. I know. What grade should Kobe Maino get? W for wide. Whoops. Okay. Stephanie, that's fine. That's okay. That's okay. That's not too bad. Hey, we deserve better. I know, but like allow it for dramatic effect. Come on, we deserve better. I know you're such a nerd. And I mean nerd, not spelled. You know, nerd can be spelled with a K, silent K. That's a topic for another day. Let's move on to Kobe Maino. Okay, Kobe Maino. Here's what I feel about Kobe Maino's performance. In the first half, like he always got this calm composureness about it. Kobe Maino and Carrick's calmness is transformed onto the pitch through Kobe Maino. He's always like, even you can give him chaotic situations, and he finds a way to just stay calm. And to be honest, it was a steady performance. I don't think like he was at fault for anything, but he had moments where, as a midfielder, you need to be clever in the tight spaces, and he indeed was clever and kept the ball security up. So I'm not going to give him a D. I feel like Kobe Maino is a low C in this game. Let me know if you feel otherwise. I'm just curious what your thoughts are on Maino, because, you know, when you're a midfielder, you need to do your job, which is like sometimes you get the ball and you'll be crowded. And as long as you pass it to the other players, you should be giving other zones on the pitch numerical advantage. And it's upon the other players to do that part, right? And you've done your part. If that phase of play ends in a goal, you look really good. But if it doesn't, we don't really remember those intricate moments, you know? So he had, for me, like, I'm gonna put him in a C, and I say all in all, it was a good performance. It could be better. Yes, he needs to like take long range shots. I need to see more of that in his game. I need to see even more like assured distribution, so we know that it's not just Bruno or Casemiro who can distribute the ball. So yeah, these elements to his game that, you know, long term wise, they can be evolved. But yeah, my feeling on Kobe Maino's performance is that. Let's move on to Casemiro, shall we? Casemiro, ¿dónde está Casemiro? There he is. Uncle Cass. I don't know about this game. What do you say? What do you reckon? Here are the Kobe Maino grades: B- from Rep Up. Okay. B. All right. Yeah, and I feel like we're all in agreement with that. He getting the Pogba treatment already. Let me know your thoughts on Uncle Miro. But for me, Casemiro, it wasn't the finest. Definitely, I feel like Kobe Mino was margin a little bit better than Casemiro. It's not like it's night and day in terms of like that performances. No, they were similar, but for sure, I feel like Casemiro didn't have like the attacking threat that he usually has, and I know that's a little bit outrageous to be asking from a somebody that's playing in the middle of the park, but that's how we've been playing in this Carrick ball situation that we're in, right? And Casemiro in this game, to be fair, let's be real, like attacking wise, he wasn't as present as he usually is. So partially, could he have been affected by the yellow card that he got? Maybe. So yeah, but his confidence wasn't where it usually is. I think that's the point that I'm trying to make. So just below Kobe. I think we'll settle for that. Big up yourself if you're just joining in. This is a polite reminder to do the right thing, which is hit the like button. Casemiro gets a D from Wrap Up and a C from Stephanie. And it's going to be, look at how I placed him between C and D, but I'm going to nudge him to a D because I feel like I'm agreeing with Wrap Up more than Stephanie. Yeah, even though like, and that means we need to pull Kobe also a little closer to C minus, to a low C. But no headed goal, no party, I see you, Steph. But do you acknowledge, Stephanie, that it is a ridiculous demand for us to be out here saying, well, Casemiro was not attacking the goal today. Like, it's not a usual thing for any football fan to be asking that of that central midfielder. So we're a little bit ridiculous in our ranking right now, in our grading of Casemiro. But moving on to Bruno Fernandes, who, let's be real, it was also muted performance today. And we was not like creator on steroids. He did give us the penalty. I mean, he did score for us the penalty. So, and that was a very important penalty. And then when the moment I saw him hug Cunha for winning it, I knew we can always count on Bruno for when there's a lack of inspiration. So big shout out to Bruno Fernandes for that for scoring that goal. And yeah, I think that's about the only thing that he did. He should have scored the other goal from open play. I feel like it was a Dallo cross, right? It was a lobbed cross from the right. So Bruno scored that, it would have been a totally different game altogether. But nonetheless, let's also remember that Bruno Fernandes is the reason why that what do you call it? The own goal happened, like he took the penalty, the free kick. My God, Bruno is getting involved in everything, actually. Even if it's from a penalty, it was still Bruno Fernandes. So, okay, so he's there. I think it's going to be a very high C. I wish it was a B, but it's a high C. As high as C's can get. So yeah, Bruno was laying the ball off well. I thought B plus. The ref effed us, says we deserve better. Okay. All right, moving on to Cunha. Mateus Cunha. All right. So Cunha, let's be real. One of the brighter sparks up front. Still, we deserve. I don't know. We deserve to see him score. I was hoping to see the surf celebration, but you know what? He's kind of like grown into this role at Man United well, on the left side, even though I don't like him there, but he becomes a constant threat for the Bournemouth defense, and that's precisely why, like, he chested that ball with just so much flair, and then was like, oh, two defenders, don't you worry, I got this. And he dribbled and won us a penalty. Was it a little soft? I think the other one, that game, the previous game, I think was it Everton or whatever team we were playing? That one was soft. But this one, there was a clear shirt pull, and you could see that even the Bournemouth players were not protesting that much. So, I mean, I want to give him a B, but it was just that one moment. Okay, it's a B. It's a B. It's a B. What else? Was there another, like, he didn't hit the post? What else did Cunha do, guys? Other than embarrass Jimenez, what did Cunha do? Yeah, I just don't remember a lot, I just can't. So I think I'm just gonna leave Cunha at it's a low B. It's a low B. He just barely crossed. It's a low B. Brian Mbomo, talking about B's. B for Brian? No. That will be B for bullshit, because Brian's performance was bull. Brian Mbomo, I don't know what's going on with my African brother, but yeah, it's just like he's just like working. He's laboring, but without any actual proof of what he's laboring for. You know those guys, that meme that says it's like a video that there's like as a construction guy who's being asked, he's like, how long is this gonna take? He's like, tomorrow all this will be clear. We would have rebuilt the like it feels like Mbomo, his shift, he came to work but didn't show us what he actually did. He went to war. He broke sweat, but his spear didn't have blood. Apparently, wrap up. What did wrap up say? Oh, he's about pressing metronome from the front. He helps us press better. That's what it was. It's like, yeah, but and then what? Mason Mount might actually be a better presser than Mbumo, but that's a different story for another day. Was there like a shot on target that I'm trying to remember? Let's look at his stats. Brian Mbumo. What did Brian Mbumo actually do at work? He showed up, and guess what? After 71 minutes, Brian Mbumo created one chance. He had 39 touches, 3 touches in the opposition box. Yeah, he passed into the final third twice. He was dispossessed once. 4 clearances, 3 headed clearances, 2 tackles. So brother was a defender dressed as a striker yesterday. Yeah, a lot more of his work seems to be defensive than offensive in this Bournemouth game. So for that reason, Brian Mbomo, you can't leave the D section. Pause. Matter of fact, it feels like he should be below D, you know. Let me see what you think. Please let me know your thoughts on Mbumo's performance. And also, if you haven't participated in the poll, what are you waiting on? E for Mbumo from Wrap Up. Realistic Red says Z. Oh my God. You're going to give Mbumo a Z. He broke the scale. Realistic Red scale is broken. We need a new category, new grading system altogether. Okay. I feel like he's still as much as I'm like berating him, you know, his movement, his you know, like, don't forget, we defend as a team, you know. We defend as a team. And when Sesko comes on, how many times would you ever see Sesko tracking back to the point where Mboma tracks back? You've seen Mboma track back to almost our own half. You've seen Cunha do that to our own box, pardon me. Our own defensive box. I've seen Cunha track back. Maybe not this Bournemouth game, but these are the traits that these players come with, and they have that. And Sesko, as much as I want him to start, he doesn't really look like the type of guy to be following the ball all the way to his box. He'll rather let other players do that. You get my point? So, yeah, that is very, very, very lucky D from Boom. Like me. Only legends will get that one. Carrick gets ooh-wee. Hey. All right, let's leave Carrick. Let me put the link. Let me put the link in the chat because yes, we got 26 votes and 26 likes. Is that the, are you telling me the truth? We deserve better. That's great. That's great. Thank you. Thank you to all the 26 souls that have hit the like button. I appreciate you. Mazraoui did not. Mazraoui was ill, right? Who are the subs that came on again? Did Mason Mount come on? Let me double check. We had Mount, Ugarte, Haven, and Sesko. Okay, I'm gonna share the link. I want us to I know for sure some people are gonna want to readjust what I have. But what are your thoughts also on the subs as well? By the way. Big up, dog. Link is in the chat if you want to call in. Mount, what grade would Mount get? To be honest, Mount is such a I don't even know. How can we get rid of Mount, man? Nobody's gonna buy him. Nobody's interested in him. Anyway, let me welcome to the stage the one and only Pavino. Man like Pav.
Yo.
What's up, bro?
I'm good and chilling, man.
Man,
know, been a good day today, hasn't it?
that's yo.
Some medicine after what happened yesterday.
Brother. What a day. Today's been
To
a
be
good
fair, you needed today. Of all people, you needed today. I went back and watched a certain stream. Yeah,
yeah.
I had to do a bit of a drive this morning. I
Yeah.
thought, oh, let's see what Joe was talking about, and I saw the segment
Yes.
of certain two people, and then I saw
Yes.
you get your beating from Riri straight after,
Yes.
and then
Yes.
obviously the other thing happened a couple of days the day before.
Yes.
You know, and I was like, wow, box man, you can't catch a break.
Yeah, it's been like thing after thing after thing.
And you know what? Surprisingly, it's not even me. Like I'm the sort of character who kind of brings
Mm.
these things, but it's not even me. It's other people.
In the words of Michael Carrick,
It is what it is. It is what it is.
Oh man,
it's just like that sometimes though. Like, in a community forum space, there'll always be moments where, like, calm, and then moments where it's not very calm. So
to be fair,
but yeah.
yeah, it's if I was there that day, I would have said something to Faz, but more of a joke thing
Yeah.
because the guy that he, you know, looks up to, piggybacks off of is kind of a beast himself who talks about football. So it wouldn't have made sense.
Oh, pal. Let's not even get into that schoolboy talk again. Let's get to the game. Let's get to the game. Tell me your thoughts on first of all,
Right, this is what we're gonna do. Move Cunha out of the middle of B and C and just leave him in C.
okay. Okay.
And we'll move Bruno to where Cunha was.
Oh, your thought is Bruno had a okay.
Yeah, because he was involved in both goals, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean,
Cunha just won us the penalty and that was it.
that's true. That's true. That's true.
Kobe, Euro. I think Euro had a part to play in the penalty we conceded because he should have really been on his man. So let's move Euro between D and C.
They both switched off, bro. They both switched off, and I feel like, okay, all right, let's.
And Harry Maguire can stay where he is only because you saw what happened to Ahmad, so you go do it yourself.
Yeah. Yeah.
Complain all you want, but I would rather let the man take the shot, and Le Mans being Le Mans could have saved it anyway, rather than you putting your hands on him, knowing that Ahmad, it's just happened to Ahmad. Let me see what else you got there. I don't know how you're moving Ahmad from an F where he was last week to D, because what improvement did he have for you to move him up the grade from last week?
Did you have doesn't mean you're great.
So let's move Ahmad back to F because he was probably the second worst player on the pitch.
That's
and Delo can go to F as well.
That's funny. What about Mason Mount? Where does Mason?
Hey, there's a video, that I put in the group chat of Delo, So that shot that he took and it went out the stadium?
Yes, yes.
So basically there's like a meme on TikTok that I saw. It's hilarious,
Uh-oh.
It says Diego Delo doing his part in the war on Iran, and it just the ball
no!
He kicks the ball out and it lands in Iran. As a missile.
No, too soon, fam. Too soon. Let's wait for the war to finish, and then we can make we you know what I mean. Oh my god. But I agree with definitely, like as I was mentioning, that changing Cunha and Bruno positions, definitely that's like the switch that I agree with the most. Um, big up, big up. What's good? What's good? What's good?
Yo,
What up,
can you
Peter?
hear me, bro?
Loud and clear, bro. What's good?
Yo, this is a perfect day for us, bro.
Tell me more, brother.
Bro, we were all disappointed yesterday, and we
Yes.
reason, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
we just increased the gap, and we haven't won yesterday. But we increased the gap. The gap is increased.
Come on, come on.
I
I
just need
mean, yes.
just need West Ham to do the job tomorrow,
Oh,
if they can, if they can. But you know what? I want Villa to win. I'll be completely
you
honest.
want Villa to win?
I want Liverpool to play Conference League.
Damn.
I want Aston Villa to make the gap on Chelsea and Liverpool. So I need one of them to fall out the top five, because let's be honest, top five,
Yeah.
the fifth place will get Champions League football because of Aston Villa
Yeah.
in the Europa League coefficient.
Yeah.
Crystal Palace in the Conference League coefficient. So they're
Mm,
bringing coefficients and yeah, I mean, perfect day, bro.
brother.
3-0 winning at Everton isn't for everyone.
Come on, yo. Yeah. So for you, let me check the poll. Okay, look. So which results pleased you the most? The
Oh,
Chelsea.
Liverpool always. Like Chelsea, I don't entertain Chelsea unless we're in
Yeah.
a battle
Can
with each other.
can you guess, bro? Like almost 30 people have voted, right? And
Yeah.
can you guess the percentage, bro? It's
70-30.
It's 50-50.
50-50.
Bro, yeah. There's a lot of Chelsea
bro.
haters here. There's a lot of
Bro.
Liverpool haters.
It's Liverpool, bro. Always.
Wow,
Always.
now it's tipping towards Chelsea, bro. Wow.
That's crazy. That's
incredible.
crazy. That's crazy.
Wow. Hey man,
Crazy.
hey, up the Chelsea. Like as in
Nah.
screaming. Yo,
Bro.
so how would you rate let's talk about our subs real quick. We had Sesko, Ugarte, and Mount.
Everybody should be in D, bro. Every single player should be in D.
Mount, I'm gonna put him there. I'm gonna put
No, not subs. Every single player.
Every single player. Okay. Explain why nobody can even get a C in this team from yesterday.
Because nobody deserved to get a C. It was a shit show. The first half.
But like we definitely after the game ended, we gained a point. There are other teams that have lost a point.
We lost 2 points. We lost 2 points, but not because of us, because of the referee. But the first half, Bruno Fernandes had a sitter, yeah.
Yeah.
He had from 5 yards, bro. He missed. He hit the goalkeeper. Ahmad. Finally, he's selfish. I want him to be selfish, but bro, he missed. Mbumo, shit. Cunha, shit. Okay, Cunha can be C because the penalty was on him. So Cunha can be C, but everyone else, bro, it's just Maguire. Like, if I get it's a penalty, but how can you let Evan Nilsson sleep, bro? How? He's terrible, bro.
Damn, yeah.
That's what I said, and that's why I said this is an agenda. I have an agenda against Maguire, but I have an agenda with a reason, bro. 1 good season, 2 good seasons after 8 years, and they want to extend them, bro. He's a leech. He's been stealing and living in this club, bro. 8 years, 200K a week, and now after 2 good seasons,
come on, Peter. I feel like you're being disingenuous now because listen,
no.
bro, this guy's a mentality monster, bro. Leader.
What mentality monster?
No, Peter. Come on now. You don't think he's a reliable player that can come off the bench for us for the next year?
Off the bench, yeah, but he's starting. So but I don't want him. I don't want him extended,
right now
bro.
because Delict and Leach are both injured.
Yeah, of course, but I don't want him extended, bro. I want him gone.
Why, bro? He knows the club. He's like,
bro.
Look. What's the reason? Why do you hate Maguire?
He knows the club, bro. So he knows the club, right?
Yeah, he's a leader. He's a big. Like you don't think.
Bro,
you
who's
don't.
he leading, bro? Who's he leading? Who's he leading, bro? Let's be honest. Would you trust him? Would you trust him to lead us in a UCL semi-final without Bruno, without Casemiro? Bruno is injured. Casemiro is out. Would you trust Harry Maguire? Go head to head with Barcelona, with PSG, bro. Let's be honest. If he's our leader, bro, he'll end up like how many?
He's one of the leaders, bro. He's not the only leader, but he's one of the leading like voices, you know. That's why for me, I feel like you're under appreciating his impact.
Nah, I'm not appreciating.
No, you certainly are. In the team,
8
bro,
years,
he was captain and he was stripped off captaincy.
So that's a good leader. So that's a good leader.
Hold on. Stripped off captaincy, he still stayed focused and put his head down and worked hard, bro, until he earned his way back into playing again, bro. And don't you think that's something to model?
No. So he's a good leader, but he lost the captaincy.
Peter, man.
Nah, bro. Sorry.
You don't know what you got till it's gone, bro. You don't know what you have till it's gone.
Oh my love, bro! I will not, bro. But that be said about Maguire when he leaves, bro. Like who gives a fuck?
You won't be sad.
Leave tomorrow, bro.
I think. So where are we gonna get the headed clearances from? Whenever bro, I don't think you understand how much he's important for us. You know,
clearances, bro. Nah. Bring someone else, bro. You cannot keep Licha is injury prone, right?
Licha is injury prone.
Maguire is injury prone as well.
Yeah, he's starting.
Why are we keeping three of them? Release one or two, sell one or two. Why are we keeping 3 injury prone centre backs? And then when Heaven and Euro need to play, we'll complain about lack of experience. And bring a centre back in the summer. Bring Murillo from
yeah. Okay, all right. Heard. What about Michael Carrick? What do you think about his performance? What grade would you give Carrick?
Bro, I'm tired of the false line nonsense. I love Carrick, but bro, just start Sheshko, bro. I don't care. Like you see Mbumo struggling. Just start Sheshko, bro. Mbumo deserves to be benched. And maybe not even get a minute. He deserves it.
Okay.
I'm pro Mbumo. I love Mbumo. But bro, the performances have not been great. So just put him on the bench. But now 22 days, bro. Who will wait 22 days for a game?
Oh.
What will we do for 22 days? Like, okay, we have life outside of, but still, it feels like June when the season ends.
Yeah.
Bro,
hopefully this is the last time we experience something like this where we go out.
This is torture, bro.
Yeah.
Literally.
So okay, wait. So you said which grade? You said D for Carrick?
D, yeah.
Okay. I'm curious what
listen, put him in C, but people will say in-game management, but who's on the bench? Like who's on the Heaven, Ugarte? Like people say Casemiro is tired. But who's on the bench to replace Casemiro then? You put in Ugarte, who's the moment Ugarte gets on the pitch, like with all due respect, our game just falls to the ground, bro. Like we're like a championship team in possession. There's no player to replace Casemiro.
That part I agree with. So yeah, so he was kind of also tied. He's tied down by the lack of options.
Yeah, no options. Mason Mount just returned. I don't know. Was Xerxes on the bench yesterday? No, what happened? This guy, bro.
I don't know what happened there.
What happened, bro?
I don't know. The Glazers got my Wi-Fi. But okay, no. All right, big up. Let me hear we deserve better's take on this. Big up, Peter. Guys, if you haven't hit the like button, this is the moment to do so. Man, like we deserve better. What's up, bro?
How you doing?
You know what?
Sorry, no. How are you doing? Answer the question. Sorry,
I'm good. I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. Look, do you know what? We don't play until a bloody. It's another Monday match. When we come back, April the 13th, it's a fucking Monday kickoff. They're taking the piss.
Oh God! And so that means, wait, if it's a Monday match, that means the time is. Oh man!
So it's 23 days. It's 21. It's 3 weeks from today plus 2. So it's 23 days. That journalist can't do maths.
They can't do. That's what I thought. I was like, I'm pretty.
When he asked him yesterday, it was 24.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. Not only are they even bird journalists, but they're terrible at math.
I'm with Peter or Maguire. Look, you can't give him an A, you can't give him a B, you can't give him a C, you can't give him a D. I will give him an FU.
Okay. Really? So okay. I mean, I know that decision of him like pulling Evan Nelson down is horrendous, but
he got away with one. He got away with one in the first half as well.
Oh yes,
exactly.
Versus Evan Nelson again.
Yeah, exactly.
He just kind of oh my God, I'd forgotten about that.
He hasn't got the pace, right? That's why he brought him down. You know what I mean? Watching these defenders, they're criminals, right? Shaw, Maguire don't do last-minute ditch tackles, right? So it always falls on Euro. So when the mistakes happen, it falls on Euro because the senior players aren't doing sweet FA. So it's nasty work. It's nasty work. And so look, Maguire, right? Yeah. 2.5 good seasons we've had out of 7. He's on 190k. When we were playing in the Champions League, 3 of those 7 seasons, he was earning 290k. When he was a captain, our manager was putting him on the bench because he wasn't good enough. He was playing Bruno as the vice captain, as the actual captain. It tells you everything you need to know. This guy has finally turned up almost for work this season. He can jog on. If we give this guy a contract, I don't know what I'm looking at anymore. You know, all they're doing is saving pennies, right? Put this, but what's going to happen is it's going to impact us. We need to get rid of him and bring in a 25, 26, 27, even a 28-year-old senior defender who can head the ball, and actually score at the other side as well. Because Slab hasn't done it recently. So we need players like that. I mean, yesterday he celebrated that goal like he'd hit it.
Like he did. Maguire's a little criminal because he actually Dallo was trying to say something to him and then he was just going to the corner flag. Like I'm like, okay, Harry, but then when you see the review, you're like, oh, you didn't know anything about it. You're celebrating that you're the closest to the ball.
It doesn't surprise me, right? It doesn't surprise. I will never forget him going and cupping his ears, right? And every time he went to internationals, having a dig at the club, I've got nothing to prove.
Yeah.
You've got all to prove, mate.
Damn. Okay.
I don't like him. I've never.
Well, I hear you. So you're thinking that extending Maguire's contract is a mistake?
Of course it is. I mean, I couldn't believe we gave him 7 years in the first place. 80 million we paid for that guy. 80 million.
Wow. Okay.
Crazy.
All right.
Money down the drain.
I'm glad that you said this. I'll be here with this receipt when Maguire scores the winning goal for us next season, and it's the goal that.
But you know, even if he does, that's not good. That's still all I need my defender to do is defend. Right? This guy can't defend. He can't defend. His legs have gone this season, right? Could you imagine another year and they're thinking about giving him 2? What a joke.
He's a dedicated professional, man. Allow Sir Harry Maguire.
I'm not a fan of Casemiro. I would give Casemiro 1 more year ahead of this bloke. And I think we shouldn't even touch Casemiro with a barge pole after this summer.
All right.
It's just my view.
I hear it. Can you give me your view on we didn't talk about the subs. I know there's not much to say about them, about Ugarte, Haven, and Sesko. Probably, I guess, the first time Sesko comes on and doesn't score. Right?
I like Carrick, right?
Yeah.
I'm getting just a bit concerned that it's either one or two things. Either we don't have enough impact players on the bench, and that's why he has to use Sesko as a sub, right? Because who do you bring on if the game isn't going your way? Or he's too narrow in his thinking. You know, like some managers just have their 11, right,
Mhm.
and they keep playing it. And you know, we've called Amrin out for it, we've called Ten Hag out, we've called them all out for it, right? Sometimes you've just got to look at what's in front of you and change it. So I'm just worried, just slightly. It's only look, it's 10 games, 7 wins, 2 draws, 1 defeat. I can't judge him too harshly on that, right? I'm just worried that does he know a different way? Because Seska's played, he started 1 game and he scored, but in 4, but you've got to look at the stats. In 4 games when he's come on as a sub, he's scored.
Sure.
So that's the thing. So that you know, it's a difficult one. We don't know. Is the truth of it.
And you know, we deserve better. Like starting a game and coming on as a sub is 2 different things. You know, like when you remember like Garnacho's when he was still with us, like that moment with Ten Hag when he had a very good season as a super sub, and then the moment he started being a starter, like it you know, it was he was like you're looking at a totally different player. So I'm curious, in your opinion, like what do you think about that? Knowing what like Garnacho's path has been, and looking at how Carrick is using Sesko, do you have any concerns, any reservations, or any thoughts about it? It's fine
So my view always was that Sesko needed a senior striker to kind of shield him, right? So when he's having an off game or he's still settling in, it's first season, you need to protect that, right? We did the same with Hoyland, right? You need a senior striker there, right, to kind of take that pressure off. So I quite like the fact that Mbeumo was stepping in and then Sesko was coming on and getting the headlines. He was getting the goals. Everything was working. I'm just worried that maybe this game just gone was the opportunity because Mbeumo is dipping.
Yeah.
He's going down, right? So why aren't you protecting Mbeumo in the same way that you protected Sesko? So I kind of think he needs to do it for both. I would protect him. And I would start Sesko. And Sesko's hungry to start, you know. Mbeumo, it won't kill him coming off. The other thing I'm going to say about Mbeumo, right? That, you know, people saying there's been this massive drift. I think he had about 7 GA before the AFCON in 4 months, and he's had 5 GA in 2 months after the AFCON. So the form hasn't been that much of a drop off. It's been about the same. It's just in the last 4 games he hasn't done anything. But before that, he was integral. So I'm not worried about Mbeumo. I think if you take him off for a match, I don't think it hurts him too much. He can come on and do something different.
The person that I feel like really needs to be off next match is Ahmad. You know, I know Mbuma's had a bigger stinker this past game, or did he? Whose stinker was bigger? I don't know. They were both like stinky in my opinion, but I don't know who would you characterize as the biggest stinker. I guess let me pass the question back to you.
I you know, when I look at that team, the way I like it is Mbeumo on the right, Cunha on the left, Bruno down the middle, and Sesko up front, right? And I think Ahmad has to fight for that place. But I think Ahmad had a good game yesterday. He should have had that penalty. The ref screwed all of us up, right? If Ahmad had got that penalty, we were leading 1-0, it would have been 2-0, right? We could have ended up with a clean sheet. None of us would be having this conversation. Sesko could have come on and grabbed the third. It would have been a different scenario, right? Yeah. The one thing I will say at Carrick, when we were 1-0, I thought that was the time to bring Sesko on. I thought that was the time to bring Sesko on because I knew it's going to the match is going to be open now. Bournemouth have to attack, so bring Sesko on because he's going to get that space. And he just delayed it. And within those moments, the referee had a stinker, and they got that goal. But Ahmed should have got a pen. We would have been 2-0 up. So I can't be too harsh on these players. I think the only criticism I have is this: when we played Palace. And they got a handball. Do you remember there was a handball in the box? And the players just stopped momentarily and straight away. And then who was it? I forget the guy's name. Collins? Was it? He scored. He scored straight after that. The same thing happened with the Ahmed scenario.
Yeah.
You've got to play for the ball, not the decision. And I think they need to tweak that in them because it's twice that's happened in 2 games.
Big up, we deserve better. Play for the ball, you know. That's a mic drop right there. We saw it. Matter of fact, what we deserve better said actually, you know, 4 minutes into the game yesterday. 4 minutes. Go to the minute 4. You'll see. We attack. Ahmad has that chance. And then immediately they also have a chance. Like from that phase of it was almost like that 4th-minute phase of play was a premonition of what was going to happen later on when we were supposed to get a penalty and then the ball gets up in the back of the net on the other side of the pitch. Craziness. Men like Young Papi, big up my G.
Yo,
Was good, was good.
hold on, my boy. I had to
Um,
turn off the music just now, you know.
which tiers are you did you enjoy the most today? Chelsea tiers or Liverpool tiers?
Bro, the thing is, I'm always enjoying Liverpool tears and all, right?
Yeah.
However, that's not making me money and all of that there this weekend, you know. It's not
Yeah.
solidifying my $300 that I told you about at the end of the season with these Chelsea motherfucking fans.
Yeah, yeah.
They have all the mouth until the hey, look, everybody's gangster until it's really time to play gangster. Like,
100%. Yeah. Yeah. That's true. That's how it
so
goes.
yeah, I'm definitely gotta give Chelsea. Like, that's what's gonna be winning me the money, you know. On
Nice.
top of that, like it's gotten too far actually with Anand's disappearance. So like, you know, just gonna have to send him a kind, warm-hearted message to just make sure everything's okay, you know, the family's safe, you know, boom boom blam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Just gotta
hilarious.
check on your family members.
Right. Make
Especially if
sure,
the Chelsea, you know.
you know what I'm
Hey,
saying? You know what I'm saying? By the way, Young Puppy, I gotta ask you who your man of the match was yesterday because I don't think I asked you that.
I'm gonna have to get the person that got me 26 FPL points yesterday, Bruno Fernandes.
Bruno Fernandes. Come on. Okay. Fair enough.
Captain Magnifico.
He did his thing. I also want to ask you the last question that I want to ask you is what are your thoughts on how Carrick handled the game and what, like grade would you give Carrick?
I'll give him a C for average. Nothing too bad, nothing too good with it. Like, you know, it's just average. Like you know, he done what he could do, being that we was playing against 12 men, you know, and it should.
Facts.
My whole thing is I don't understand how we could make a complaint about a referee, but you will never hear or see an article or anything about him never being able to referee United game or blah 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 ever again. But then again, when it comes to other refs or other teams complaining about a certain ref, you know,
Yeah.
next thing you know, they know the whole lifestyle and everything. You know, next thing you know, they're doing coke, the you know, getting a prison now because of little girls and all of that. Like they know everything about these refs.
Yeah.
Like when they're not a part of the association anymore, I suppose. You know, they're
True.
just so protected. Like, you know.
True. Man, I hope we somebody in the chat Leon said that there's already an apology out. I haven't verified that yet.
And that's the thing. If it's real, if it's a real apology, whatever, blah blah blah. I don't really care for it. It doesn't change anything. Like it's not gonna change next
Your
week for
apology.
us. It's not gonna change in a month's time for us. It's not gonna change next season for us. Like, you know.
True.
We're still gonna go through all of this. Like, and I said it, when was it? Last year? I think it was last year I said this, like, cause this is when we was at our worst that I'm ever seeing us.
Yeah.
As bad as we were, the refs were just as bad or even better than us, our performances. Like with their calls and stuff like that, you know? It was a lot of referee mistakes that made us look even better than we were really already was, you know?
Yeah. Nah, bro. Hopefully, we never get to meet Stuart Atwell again. let's
I
end it.
mean, we already know he's gonna be referee for another big game, like when decisions matter, like for other teams and all of that. There,
Yeah.
if they can get past their lumps and all of that,
Yeah.
then yeah, they would definitely gift us him. Oh, top 4 last day of the season, race and all of that. There, yeah, let's do it. obviously we should be not a part of that, like, from, hopefully.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, these refs organized the show that we're watching, and it's a drama show. It can't, drama. What else we get? Have you gotten a little bit of fights, a little action or something? Like, have you, a little bit of action, I guess. Anyway, yeah,
Yeah.
yes, because Arsenal's wrestling, and yeah, so we had drama. We had it's WWE. Didn't I even compare the referees to WWE referees last night?
Yeah.
Like, it's literally like that. They have to follow script.
This is why Young Papi is saying, big up my G, the very big point. The performance yesterday was so horrendous that you make fans wonder, how rigged is the Premier League? Is it really scripted? Because how else do you account for what we saw yesterday? Big up, Cap. What you
Hi.
say,
I
Dr.
mean,
Dr. Kath? Is the Premier League scripted? What do you say?
yes, it's scripted. I swear to I'm not even going to get mad because today I was trying to explain. My sister and I watched the replay. I was watching the game, but I wasn't 100% in it, and I watched the replay.
Yeah.
So my sister also was in and out of watching the game, also a United player. But today I was trying to explain to her what exactly happened and why it was 2-2. Because when she last looked at the TV, we were winning 2-1. So
Yeah.
in her head, she woke up and said, "Oh, we won." I'm like, "No, we didn't." She was fuming.
Damn.
So now I'm explaining to her and I'm showing her clips.
Yeah.
To be fair, she has ADHD. She stopped paying attention like 10 seconds in. But she had to pretend she was paying attention because she was like, yeah. Mhm. Again, another issue.
But she's a United fan, though, right?
Yeah, of course. It's just ADHD.
Hey, as long as she's in
It's a thing.
United fan, it's
It's a
all
thing.
good.
It's
So,
okay.
so in your opinion, okay, yeah, let's
So
talk about the game. And
these refs, yeah,
Mm.
they need to get an A for what? A for what?
A for being assholes. I don't know.
Exactly. A for assholes. That's what I'm Because why? I mean, like, I want consistency everywhere.
No, what were you gonna say? A for what? I feel like you
Assholes.
said
No,
really?
it's
Oh, so
yeah.
I got the assist.
Yeah.
Okay. Big up.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
No, but like, I need consistency. You have to if you don't give Ahmad as a penalty and you don't give the person who did that a red card, don't do it for Harry. If you gave the red card for Harry, give a red card. Go retroactively say red card. Because that they can. Do you know what they can do with their apology or whatever? If they do give an apology, because after like 4 months they came back and were like, "Oh yeah, the Fulham game. I think it was Martinez who scored."
Yeah.
And it was a offside in air quotes, which is not an offside, by the way. We would have won that game instead of dropping points.
Mm-hmm.
They came and said, "Yeah, it was the same referee."
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what? Why I am pissed. I'm now finding that out. That is the same. Ooh, I just finished Ramadan. Like, I'm not gonna say anything. I'm calm. I'm calm. Why am I now finding that shit out? Anyway, that's beside.
But she's right.
Do you know what?
Yeah.
Do you know what they can do? Do you know what they can do? They can take. Oh. Do you know what? Any insult,
don't suppress
anything I say is a little bit too nice, because one is I would say suck a dick, but I mean,
no. Don't forget to hit the. We'll be back with what's trending tomorrow.